Good morning, guys, and welcome on into another episode, or good afternoon. Welcome on to another episode of Picks on Net, NHL Picks and Predictions. I'm Terry Edelman. You can follow me over on X at TE Picks, and I'm ready to break down the Thursday slate. A bunch of great games to discuss today, which we will, of course, get to. I am starting the show half hour early today, and because I have something to do after the show, but I wanted to know your opinions. Would you guys like the show to start at this time at 12:30 p.m. Eastern, or the regular 1 p.m. Eastern time that I've been doing throughout the season? So a lot of the viewers of the show watch the show later on in the day. So to those people, it really wouldn't matter. But for the people who do watch the show live, I want your opinion. Let me know. 1 p.m. Eastern, 12:30 p.m. Eastern. Let me know what you guys like more. Let me know either in the comments here or in the comments of the video when it's done. Let me know. But taking a look back at what happened yesterday, Travis Konechny over half an assist, plus 136. A nice winner there. Konechny assisting on Matvei Mishkov's goal. I mentioned Mishkov and how I should have taken him. And I definitely should have, because he ended up scoring in that game. Artyom Levshinov did not get a point or an assist in this game. So his assist and point streak comes to an end. And I said I would give him shit if he didn't cash for me. Of course he scored. Didn't get an assist. He scored a goal. So unfortunately, Bedard assist was a loser. Serves me right for trusting Connor Bedard to actually win. That's something. But that being said, we will go back to the chat, and then we will get started on today's slate. This time works for me, Terry. Either time is good. All right, sounds good. I like this time. Caught me by surprise. All right, and either time works. So far, people, I don't want to say don't really care, but people like the show whatever time it's at. So that sounds good. But if anyone does prefer the 1 p.m. or 12:30, let me know in the comments section below. And of course, weekend shows vary by time. But that being said, we're going to jump into today's slate, and we've got a great game to start off with. We've got the Anaheim Ducks plus 125 road dogs now. This line has moved quite a bit this morning. The Detroit Red Wings now minus 150, home favorites, and a total of 6.5 here in this game. I will do a quick refresh because didn't have anything yet. Nothing announced for Anaheim when it comes to goaltending. John Gibson confirmed for Detroit. He is 4-5 with a 3.15 goals against average and an .882 save percentage this season. Did face his former team in Anaheim and gave up 4 goals, 31 shots. The Ducks ended up winning that game, I believe, 4-1 in that one. Taking a look at how these teams have done against each other in the past, Anaheim 4-1-1 in the last 6 meetings. 4 of the last 5 have gone over 6.5 between these teams. And the Ducks have scored at least 4 goals in 4 of their last 5 games against the Detroit Red Wings. And that's where I'm going to start. Give me Anaheim, team total over 3.5 at plus 130 here in this game. The Ducks are averaging 3.94 goals per game now. Of course, only scored 1 goal in their last game, ended their win streak, ended their 4-game goals, or their team total streak. And that was against a very good Colorado team in a very good Colorado home team's arena. Now Anaheim's coming here to Detroit. Detroit has not been playing too well recently. They obviously got off to a really hot start, but now Detroit 9-7 on the year, 5-3 at home. And I apologize, the Ducks won 5-2 in the previous meeting. There was an empty net goal involved there. But Detroit's lost back-to-back games, 4-1 against the Rangers and 5-1 against Chicago. Have had quite a few days off here so they will be the more rested team. But I think this Ducks team is going to bounce back big time here on today's game. So we'll take the team total over 3.5 at plus 130. And I'm not jumping off this train yet. Leo Carlsson, anytime goal, plus 220. Continues to have great value in his anytime goal prop for the Ducks. He's scored in 4 games in a row now, 6 goals during that stretch. He's also scored in 6 of his last 8 games. Leads the team in points, tied for first with goals with Cutter Gauthier, tied for first with assists with Troy Terry. Did score in the game between these two teams earlier this year. So I will take Carlson, anytime goal, plus 220, and the Ducks, team total, over 3.5 at plus 130 here in the first game. I see Terry and I click, regardless of the time. Oh, thanks, Boog. I appreciate that. But taking a look at some other players on streaks here, really, when you're looking at this game, it's 2 players, Leo Carlsson that I've already mentioned, and Troy Terry, who has a point in 5 consecutive games and an assist in 5 consecutive games. His assist prop around minus 105. And then Leo Carlsson, of course, has scored in 4 games in a row. Nobody else really on any kind of streak. Same with power play points. So basically in this game, it's Leo Carlsson and Troy Terry. Well, would be the players to look at here in this game. But we will move on along to the next one. Of course, as I do normally, I'm breaking down most of the games here. I think there's 3 or 4 for the rest of the games on the slate segment at the end of the show. But this one here, Dallas and Montreal. Dallas plus 100, road dogs. The Habs minus 120, home favorites. And a total of 5.5 here in this one. Goalies, we have Casey DeSmith for Dallas. He's 3-1-1 with a 2.73 goals against average, 897 save percentage. And then Jakub Dobiš getting the start for Montreal, 6-0-1, 2.25 goals against average, 920 save percentage here in this one. And this is a really interesting game here. So Dallas, 10-4-3 on the season, 5-1-2 on the road. The Stars come into this game having won 4 of their last 5, 3 games in a row. Montreal, they come into this game having lost 3 of their last 4. 5-4 shootout loss to Philly, 4-3 overtime loss to New Jersey, 6-2 win against Utah, and then a 5-1 loss to LA in their last game. Of course, Jakub Dobiš is the better goaltender here. But even when he started, Montreal has been consistently giving up 3 goals. If you look at their recent games here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 of their last 8 games, they've given up at least 3 goals. Dallas team total could be a good look here. Of course, I don't really want to go against Dobiš. But he has been coming down to earth a little bit as well recently. 4-3 overtime loss in his last game, and then gave up 3 goals in back-to-back starts against Seattle and Vancouver before that. So he's giving up 3 to 4 goals as well. Just has been finding a way to win. And looking at the side here, this is a very interesting past history between these two teams. The road team is 8-1 in the last 9 games between these two teams. So for some reason, when the Dallas comes to Montreal, Dallas wins. When Montreal goes to Dallas, Montreal wins. So it's really weird to see a long road history streak like that. Obviously, most teams play better on home ice, so it's rare to see a long history like that. 3 games in a row have gone under 5.5 between these two teams. Before that, though, the previous 6 games, 5 overs, for a total of 5.5, 6 overs, 6 previous games over. So last few have been under, previous ones have been over. I would probably lean with the over here in this game, and then Dallas as well. So maybe Dallas team total over would be the best way to go here in this game. DeBrincat, 16 goals in 19 games versus Anaheim, and scored in the previous meeting. All right. I like it. There we go. Dobich has given up 3 or more goals in each of his last 4 starts and 4 each in his previous 2 games. Yeah, so obviously got off to a great start, but he's been coming down to earth a little bit here in recent games. Bruins should be the ones to give Dobich the first regulation L. All right. I will be talking about the Bruins game at the end of the show. Dobich has given up the first goal in 19 of his 24 career starts. All right. Montreal has played 8 consecutive games that have gone over. Yeah, they've been an over machine recently. And you're getting the 5.5 here in this one with, I guess, technically both backups. I think Dobich should be the starter, but that's not my decision, obviously. But looking at player props here in this game, let's see here. The most hottest player on either side right now is Miro Heiskanen. An assist in 4 games in a row, minus 105. Robertson has an assist in 4 of his last 5, plus 105. Goal streaks. Nobody's on a huge goal streak. Rantanen, 4 of his last 6 games he scored in, and also 3 of 6 against Montreal. So not really a whole big streak there. And then looking at point props, nobody really of value here in this one. So we'll move on along to our next game, which is another really interesting one. We've got the LA Kings and the Toronto Maple Leafs. LA minus 140, road favorites. The Leafs plus 120, home dogs, and a total of 6 here in this one. And when I look at this game, I want to take the LA Kings. The issue is I don't want to take the LA Kings at this price here. Darcy Kemper, likely for the Kings, 6-3-3, 2.4 goals against average, 908 save percentage. Dennis Hill to be starting for Toronto, 0-2, 3.72 goals against average, 909 save percentage. Anthony Stolarz is injured, so that's why he's not making the start. And Austin Matthews is also injured, so he will not be playing in this game. This Toronto Maple Leafs team, we've seen them take a step back this year, and we've also seen them become an over machine. They continue to be involved in very high-scoring games. I cashed on the over there in their last game against Boston. Previous games for the Leafs, their last 3, 5-3 loss to Boston, 5-4 loss to Carolina, 5-3 loss to Boston. So 3 games in a row, the Leafs have surrendered 5 goals. The Kings, they've been more of an under team, and that's why I'm not getting to the over here. The Kings, their last 5, 4-1 loss to New Jersey, 3-0 win against Winnipeg, 5-2 loss to Florida, 3-2 win against Pittsburgh, and then a 5-1 win against Montreal in their last game. I guess I would kind of lean with the Kings in regulation, but I don't know if I'm comfortable enough with that to pull the trigger, which is obviously why it's a lean here. Toronto is 4-1 in the last 5 meetings between the teams, and 4 of the last 5 have gone under 5.5. So we usually see a low-scoring game with Toronto finding a way to win. I would not go near the Leafs here in this one. Point streaks for players. The best guy with the most value is Morgan Rielly, who has a point in 6 games in a row. He's plus 106. Nicholas Robertson, brother of Jason Robertson, has a point in 4 of his last 5 games. He's plus 120. Bobby McMahon, a point in 4 of his last 5 games, plus 132. McMahon, Robertson on the second line together. And then Oliver Ekman-Larsson, a point in 4 or 5 games as well, plus 115. So the guys with the best value are Toronto props. Kopitar, an assist in a point in 4 or 5 games, minus 130. Not really a lot of value there. Goal streaks, Kevin Fiala scored in back-to-back games, plus 170. And then assists, if you like Morgan Riley for a point, you might as well take him for an assist. He has an assist in 6 games in a row, plus 130. Great value there. Nylander, minus 148, so it would have to be a parlay piece, but an assist in 4 of his last 5, 8 of his last 10, and probably should step up here with Matthews being out in this game. Let's see. Heiskanen has become such a giver with 4 consecutive multi-assist games, 2-2-4. Yeah, he's just been 5-game point streak with a goal and 10 assists. So yeah, if you like him for a point, you might as well go assist there. The first time in 13 home games this season that the Leafs are home underdog. Over the past 2 seasons, Toronto's 8-5 in the role as a home dog. Interesting. Okay. Kings team total over 3.5, plus 135. I like that. I think that could be a good way to go. Instead of going with Kings regulation or anything like that, team total could be the way to go. No way the Leafs win without Matthews or Stolarz, right? They could win. They could win, but I'm not putting my money on it. Definitely not. Leafs 12 straight, yeah, over machine. 6-game assist streak for Riley. And Kempe Kopitar point parlay plus 104. I like it. But on to our next game, the Washington Capitals and the Florida Panthers. A lot of blue, a lot of red with these 2 teams. But that's what I noticed when I was making the backgrounds. It's like, okay, blue and red. Got it. Capitals plus 100, road dogs. The Panthers minus 120, home favorites. Total 5.5 here in this game. Looking at goalies here for the Capitals, it is Logan Thompson, who is 7-4 with a 1.56 goals against average and a 934 save percentage. He continues to be excellent this season. And Danil Tarasov going for Florida, 0-3-1 with a 2.5 goals against average and an 891 save percentage. Hasn't played a lot. Still looking for his first win. So we'll see if that comes here in this game. But for me, I'm a streaks bettor. You guys know that. People watching the show knows that. And I've already cashed in back-to-back games. And I'm not going to stop here, even against Logan Thompson. Give me Brad Marchand. Anytime goal plus 180 here in this game. Marchand has scored in 5 games in a row and 6 of his last 7. He's been extremely consistent. He's got 2 multi-goal games during that stretch. When you look at offense for Florida, basically so far this year, it's been Brad Marchand. So I'll take him here at home. The Panthers have played much better on home ice. So we will go with Marchand. Anytime goal here in this one. Guys on streaks here in this game. Obviously, Marchand, an 8-game point streak. No surprise there. For the Capitals, John Carlson has a point in 4 games in a row. He's plus 105. I think he could be there's good value with him against Tarasov in this game. Looking at goal streaks, obviously Marchand 5 games in a row. Brandon Duhaime for the Capitals. He has scored in back-to-back games. Here, his first 2 goals of the season, plus 900, and has scored in back-to-back games. Former Wild player. I like to see Duhaime do well, and he's doing well right now. Assist streaks, nobody really on any kind of assist streak here in this game. But we will continue on along with our next one, the Buffalo Sabres and the Colorado Avalanche. Sabres plus 300. Road Dogs. Avalanche minus 380. Home favorites and a total of 6.5 here in this one. And when I look at this game, pass. And it's just the books are not really giving me much to bet on here in this game. The Sabres obviously continuing to struggle. They started the season off badly, got hot there for a stretch, but now have lost 4 games in a row. 2-1 in overtime against Utah, 3-0 against St. Louis, 6-3 against Carolina, and then 5-2 last night against Utah. So 3 games in a row, all losing by 3 or more goals. Buffalo 5-7-4 on the season, 0-4-2 on the road. So still haven't won a game on the road. Colorado 11-1-5 on the season, 5-0-2 on home ice. The Avs have won 4 games in a row. 3-2 against Tampa, 9-1 against Edmonton, 5-4 in overtime against Vancouver, and then 4-1 in their last game against Anaheim. As you can see, the Colorado puck line is minus 135. There's no way I could get involved with that. Buffalo has been losing by 3, so maybe you want to look at the Avs minus 2.5. If you want to look at the Avs team total, you would have to look at over 4 or over 4.5. So as I said, books are making it difficult to bet this game. But maybe you want to cook yourself up a same game parlay with some different players here. That could be a way to go in this one. Arturi Lehkonen, at least 3 shots on goal in 3 games in a row. He's plus 110. Cale Makar, at least 3 shots on goal, 3 games in a row, minus 156. So that would have to be a parlay piece. Lehkonen, a point in 3 games in a row, 4 of his last 5. Obviously plays with Natchez and McKinnon. Minus 180 for a point, but could be a good parlay piece. McKinnon, over 1.5 points, minus 125. He's done that in 3 games in a row. 4 points, 5 points, and 3 points over his last 3 games. And against Buffalo, 2 points, 3 points, 3 points, 2 points, nothing, and then 5. So that one game, it didn't do too well in Buffalo, but the other 5 games, he's got multiple points. So McKinnon, over 1.5 points, could be a good look here. Goal streaks, Lehkonen, back-to-back games, plus 195. McKinnon, 3 of 5. He's minus 110 to score. McKinnon, Natchez, and Lehkonen, all 3 games in a row with a power play point. Minus 110 for McKinnon, plus 128 for Natchez, and plus 300 for Lehkonen. What a difference there in odds. McKinnon assist, minus 210, 4 games in a row. Have to be a parlay piece. Same with Makar. Back-to-back games, minus 190 for an assist. So Colorado should kick some Buffalo ass here in this game, but the books are making it extremely difficult to bet. So we will pass. Both goals for Duhaime, the first goal of the game. There we go. So, but at plus 900, that's enough value. I want to go with first goal just because, hey, if you want even more value, but plus 900 is such great value as it is. Avs first period puck line, minus 110. Okay, so maybe that's the way to go. Addison saying hi. Hey, Addison. Hope all is well. Not much to bet on. Sabres money line. I get it, plus 300, but maybe this is a letdown spot for Colorado after beating Anaheim in their last game. But I don't see it, Mr. X. I don't see it. But that would be the shock of the night. Would definitely kill a lot of parlays that have Avs money line in them. So who knows? But on to our next game, and I can't believe I'm going to say I'm excited for this game. What's wrong with me? Well, we'll see. The Sharks plus 135 road dogs. The Flames minus 160 home favorites, and a total of 6 here in this game. But we have to go back here because I forgot goalies. I had it up and was going to mention it, but I didn't. Mackenzie Blackwood confirmed for Colorado, 1-0-1, 3.41 goals against average, 875 save percentage. So hasn't lost. Well, he lost in over to 1-0-1 so far, but the number's not so good. Alex Lyon, unconfirmed, 3-5-3, 2.92 goals against average, 911 save percentage. Here in this game, bear with me for a second. No one yet confirmed for San Jose. It should be Yaroslav Askarov with Nedeljkovic not able to play at the current time. Askarov, 5-4-1, 3.29 goals against average, 895 save percentage, but he's been doing much better as of late. Dustin Wolf, confirmed, 4-10-1, 3.24 goals against average, 893 save percentage here in this game. Now, when I look at this game here, the Sharks, 8-6-3 on the season, 4-3 on the road. The Flames, 4-12-2 on the season, 2-4-1 at home. This Sharks team has won 4 games in a row. Have allowed 1 goal in each game. 6-1 against Seattle, 2-1 against Winnipeg, 3-1 against Florida, and then 2-1 in overtime against the Wild. The Flames have lost 3 in a row, 4-0 to Chicago, 2-0 to Minnesota, and 3-2 in their last game against the Blues. Now, when you look at the side, everything I've just said, and I completely had the wrong picture up. I'm sorry, guys. Everything I just said points to the San Jose Sharks in this game. The only thing that doesn't is past history between these teams. The Flames, 11-1 in the last 12 games between these two teams. The Flames have dominated the Sharks for a long time, but the Sharks are a team where you're going to have to kind of throw out past history stats just because they have been the worst team in the NHL for multiple years now in a row. But now not sure that this is going to be the year that they make the playoffs. I think they are still going to struggle at times, but this team is a lot better. And next year, previous stats, you just won't be able to count on them as much because the Sharks are just going to be a much better team. So, yes, they've lost 11 of 12 against Calgary, but everything that we've seen right now tells me that it's probably going to be 11-2. I think the Sharks do win this game. But for me, Macklin Celebrini over 1.5 points, plus 210 over at FanDuel. Celebrini, I'm not messing around with goal assists. I'm just going to take him to get 2 points here in this game. He has multi-point games in 3 of his last 4, tied for second in points in the NHL right now. He has points in 3 of 4 games against Calgary, a multi-point performance during that stretch. And the San Jose Sharks team is playing the best hockey that we've seen in years. They've won 6 of their last 7 games. They're just playing great. So I will take their best player to get 2 points here in this game, plus 210. A very nice plus 210 price here for Celebrini to get 2 points here in this game. Looking at other players here in this one, other than Celebrini, it's Will Smith, who obviously plays with Celebrini. Will Smith minus 130 to get a point, so I'm not betting it this time. But he has a point in 5 games in a row and 7 of his last 8. So if you didn't want to go with Celebrini over 1.5 points, you could go Celebrini point and Will Smith point as a same game parlay. I think that would be a good way to go as well. Goal streaks, nobody really. Will Smith and Celebrini have been the 2 hottest goal scorers on these 2 teams. Same thing with power play points. Same thing with assists. Toffoli has an assist in 3 of his last 4. and 5 of his last 8. So Toffoli's been doing good. And 3 games in a row against Calgary, Tyler Toffoli has an assist as well. So maybe he's going to set up a Celebrini goal, or maybe he's going to set up a Will Smith goal here in this one. Dun, 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 dun. A beautiful shock of the night. There you go. Hopefully not. Oh, you mean the Sabres game? Yeah. Zach Hyman back tonight. I believe he's coming back soon. I believe so. I think it could be tonight. Prefer one, but watch either way. Okay. Oh, for the time of the show. Prefer one. Okay. No problem. But on to the next game I'm going to break down solo, and then I'll get to the remaining games on the slate. New York Islanders, plus 160. Road Dogs. The Vegas Golden Knights, minus 190. Home favorites, a total of 6 here in this game. Looking at goalies, I'll do a quick refresh to see if we have any news here. Bear with me for a second. Sorokin confirmed for the Islanders. Nobody yet confirmed for. But looking at this one here, the Islanders 4-2 in the last 6 games between these teams. 4 of the last 5 going under 5.5. So we've seen some low scoring games between these two teams in the past. How are these teams doing recently? The Islanders 8-6-2 in the season, 4-3-1 on the road. Vegas 7-4-4 in the season, 4-3-2 at home. Vegas has lost 4 of their last 5 games, all on home ice. 4-2 to Colorado, 1-0 win against Detroit, and then 3 losses in a row to Tampa, Anaheim, and Florida. So Vegas, I've had a few days off, and I believe that this is the final game of their homestand. Yes, it is. They head out to 2 games on the road, St. Louis and Minnesota, in the next 2 games. So they're not going to want to lose 4 in a row on home ice, but doesn't necessarily matter what they want. They're just not playing well right now. The Islanders have won back-to-back games, 5-0 in New York against the Rangers, 3-2 in overtime against the Devils. And now they look to win their 3rd game in a row on this road trip. And I would kind of lean with the Islanders here at plus 160. But I'm taking Bo Horvat, anytime goal, plus 175 here in this game. Bo Horvat has been very hot for the Islanders recently. He scored in 3 of his last 4 games and 5 of his last 8 games. And he's also scored in 4 of his last 6 against the Vegas Golden Knights. So he's had success against Vegas. Vegas has allowed 13 goals total over their last 3 games. They're giving up a lot right now. So I'll take the Islanders' hottest goal scorer right now, Bo Horvat, anytime goal, plus 175. Here in this one. Other guys that are playing well, not surprisingly, Matthew Barzal, who plays with Bo Horvat, a point in 4 games in a row, minus 135. And then for Vegas, Ivan Barbashev, a point in 4 games in a row, minus 130. There. Goal streaks, other than Horvat, Ivan Barbashev has been the next hottest goal scorer. Horvat, back-to-back games with a power play point. And then assist streak. Marner, 3 games in a row, but no value there. Kyle Palmieri, 4 of his last 5 games with an assist, plus 162. And then Bo Horvat, 3 of his last 5 with an assist, plus 147. Like I said, he's been hot recently for the Islanders. But other games on the slate that I did not go over, starting with Boston and Ottawa. Ottawa, 5-0-1 in the last 6 meetings. The home team has won 5 in a row between the Bruins and the Sens. 3 of the last 5 went over 6.5, and 3 of the last 6 went to overtime between these two teams. Guys that have been on streaks, Charlie McAvoy, 4 of his last 5 games with a point, minus 105. There's some good value there. Morgan Geekie, minus 150, so no value there with the point. Didn't score in his last game. Geekie, plus 190 to score. Amadio had his goal streak ended, but was very close So I wouldn't talk anyone off going back to Amadio here, who has scored in 4 of his last 5. He's plus 550 to score here. Charlie McAvoy, if you like him for a point, you might as well take him for an assist. 4 games in a row, plus 126 with an assist. Morgan Geeky, back-to-back games with an assist, plus 150 here. In this one, Edmonton and Columbus, the home team, 9-1 in the last 10 meetings between Edmonton and Columbus. The last 3 games going over 6.5. So Columbus could be a good look here. I believe it's minus 110 on each side here in this one. Players on streaks. Kirill Marchenko has a point in 9 games in a row. But at minus 220, there's no value there. He does have an assist in 4 of his last 5 games and 8 of his last 9. So Marchenko assist. If I was getting to anything in this game, it would be Marchenko assist. And he did have an assist against Edmonton when these 2 teams faced each other 2 games ago as well. Let's see here. Adam Fantilli also has an assist in 3 games in a row against the Oilers and 3 of his last 5. So Adam Fantilli could be a good look here as well. And then the final game of the night, Winnipeg and Seattle. Bear with me. Winnipeg 10-3 all time against the Kraken. 3 games in a row under 5.5 between the teams. The hottest player for in this game right now is for Winnipeg, Josh Morrissey, a point in 4 of his last 5 games. You might as well go assist. He has an assist in back-to-back games, plus 100 for an assist, and an assist in 6 of 10 against the Seattle Kraken. And that is it. That is today's show. Make sure to hit the like and subscribe buttons. If you're looking for premium plays, I have a 3-pack of side 3-pack in the NHL today over on Picks and Parlays, as well as a player prop for Thursday Night Football. So go get that in the description below. Best deal right now is the 3-day, 7-day, or 30-day all access pass on the website. But that being, and also if you want to become a member of the channel, $4.99 a month gets you my entire betting card on Saturdays and helps keep the channel going. I saw you post this on X earlier, and this is really interesting. If you played every game this season to go to overtime, so if you bet the draw in every game blindly, you would be up over 30 units, which is pretty crazy. But that's what happens when you get such big plus prices with plus odds with draws. 7-2-1 against Ottawa. All right. But that is today's show. Thank you for watching. Best of luck on today's slate. And as long as there's not one game tomorrow, I should be doing a show tomorrow. Let me see. 4 games. Okay, so that's good. If they give us 4 games, that's okay. But thank you guys for watching. Best of luck tonight. We'll see you guys tomorrow. Thanks, guys.